Start. Hi, I am Sandeep Das, a data analyst with hands-on experience in Power BI, SQL, and DAX. In this video, I will walk you through a complete end-to-end Power BI project I built from scratch. A credit card financial dashboard designed to deliver real-time weekly insights into credit card operations for financial stakeholders. So, this project simulates a real world business intelligence scenario. Raw data is stored in a SQL database, it is transformed and modeled inside Power BI using DAX query, and finally visualized in two interactive production ready dashboards. So, let me walk you through how I built this step by step. Let's see the overall project. That is the project overview. So the goal of this project was to develop a comprehensive credit card weekly dashboard that provides real-time insights into key performance matrices and trends, enabling stakeholders to monitor and analyze credit card operations efficiently. The solution consists of two dashboards. Number one, the credit card transaction report that focused on revenue, transaction transaction count, revenue, transaction volumes, and card category performance. The next one, the next one is the credit card customer report that focused on customer demographics, satisfaction scores, and segmented behavior. So, both the dashboards support weekly level filtering week 1 through 52, as well as filtering by quarter 1 to quarter 4, gender, income group, and card type, that is blue, silver, gold, platinum. This kind of weekly refresh cycle is exactly what we would encounter in a real financial operations team where the dashboard template is built once and simply refreshed with new data each week. Here the data for this project comes from two source file, a credit card transaction file and the customer details file. Both originally is in CSV format and loaded into a SQL database that we're going to see how we do it to simulate a real enterprise data pipeline. So we will do so for this. Just a minute. So okay, so we are connected for PostgreSQL. We are using PostgreSQL for database connection, for database creation and data maintain in SQL. So now the credit card data, that the table contains 18 columns. So let me first just so here we are starting the data set and SQL setup section. So the data for this project come from two source files, a credit card transaction file and a customer detail file. We have assigned the files are here. The files are supposed to be. So here are the main two files. There are credit card.csv and the customer.csv. So there are two files. These are the two files, main files. These are real world dataset, and there's two additional dataset we'll use in later. Let's see. So the data for this project comes from these two source file, a credit card transaction file and a customer detail file. So, but both originally is in CSV format and loaded into a SQL database to simulate a real enterprise data pipeline. So let's see how we do this. So for that, we have to create a database. So for that, we are so let me now walk you through the exact SQL code I wrote to set up this project's data backend, because this is what separates a proper BI project from just opening a CSV in Excel. So everything starts with a so let's start with creating a database. So let's start a database. Just a minute. So let's start create database CCDB. So what do you mean by CCDB? That is credit card database. So that's why we are using CCDB. So let's run it. Okay. So here it is showing that query returned successfully. So that means we have created the database, that is CCDB. Now, if we go here and look at this, just a minute, we have to refresh this. So here we get the CCDB database. So this is a clean isolated database that is named CCDB for credit card database, that is credit card database. It ensures our data does not mix with anything else in the server, that is in the server if there is any other database or any other data set, so that our data is not mixed with the other data in the other data sets. That's why we have created a separate database, that is CCDB, that is credit card database. So think of this, we can think of this as setting up a dedicated room before bringing in the furniture. So it's so now we have to create table in this database. Look at this. Just if I go to the schema of this database, like this is the schema. We are in public database. So if I go to the table, if I go to table, look, there is no table is showing currently. Okay. So we have to create table and we have to load data into that table for in the database. So for that we are doing, just a minute. So we have to create a table. So let's type this create table, create table. So we are let's say giving the table name as CC, that is credit card detail. So we are giving the mm, we are giving it a name, that is CC details. CC details. So what do you mean by CC detail? That is a credit card details. So we're creating the table CC details. Okay. So for that, first we have to select the column name. We have to get the column name, and for that we are going to the CSV format. That is the file. So here is the CSV file, that is the data sets we're getting. So look at this. This is the client number. These are the column name. These are the column name featuring in the credit card.csv file. Okay. So here it is the client number, card, card category, annual fees, activation 30 days, customer, acquisition cost, week, start date, week, number, quarter, current year, credit limit, total revenue, total transaction amount, total transaction cost. So total transaction amount, total transaction cost, average utilization ratio, use cheap, expenditure type, interest earned, delinquent, and account. Delinquent and account. Okay. So delinquent means if it is defaulted or not. That's it is showing. So delinquent account, if it is defaulted or not. That's so for that. So to use this to create the table, we have to first uh, copy each column number into column name into the database table like this. So it is a client number. So int is the data type that's would be stored in this column. Okay. So we are using comma. Next is card category. Next is card category. So I am doing fast forwarding it so that to save time. So card category. and obviously it is varchar 20. Okay, so this is varchar 20. Okay, next is so I'm doing fast forwarding it to do it first. Okay, just do it. Just to cut. So now run. So here is the table. We have created the table. This is the column name, and after that we are using the data type that's given here is data type, and now it's completed. So let's run the query. So let's run the query. So look at this. It is said that create table. The query returned successfully in 169 milliseconds. Okay. So now if we go here and do refresh, now just a minute. Okay. So public. So here is the table. So the table should be shown here. So let me check this. Just a minute. Select all from CCDB. So we select all from the table. What is the table? CC detail, right? So let me CC detail. Okay. Okay. Done. Let me create this. So look at this. This is the column name is given client number, card category, annual fees, activation 30 days. So these are the column name. It is given in the table. So let me just refresh it. 1 minute. So this is sorry. So let me refresh it one time so that the table is showing here. So yeah, it's not showing. I don't know why. Just a minute. Yes, so refresh it. Look at this. Okay, it's not showing. Let's create the another table, and then after that we will do the refresh, and let's see that it will show. Okay, so next is we have to create the second table, that is just a minute, create table. So we are using the table is cast detail used. So what do you mean by this cast detail? This cast detail page is that is the cast detail table is showing actually, that is it is a it's contains that customer details. Okay, so the same way we are doing the credit card the same way as we are copying the name from card category, annual fees, activation, that is the column name. That at the same way we have to copy the column name from the another table. Okay, so for that we have gone here, just a minute. So for that we have gone here. So here is the customer.csv file, and we have to copy each column name, that is customer age, plan number, gender, dependent count, education, marital status, state, city, like this. So let's copy them one by one. So we are doing the it fast forward, and to first the video. So after that client num, we have to use int, that is as data type. Okay. So similarly, we would complete it. By cast detail shows that cast detail showing is customer details. So here we are client number, int, customer age, int, gender, dependent count. So we are created the table using the column names from the customer.csv file. Okay. So let me run this query. Okay. Now just a minute. Yes, so this select all from cast detail. Okay. So let me run this once again. So here is client number, customer age, gender, dependent count, education level, marital status, state city, zip code, card owner, house owner, personal loan, contact, customer job, income, customer satisfaction score. So the so the table is created. So both the table are created. If you look here, the client num column will act as a primary join key between the both the tables, that is every customer in cast detail. There is every customer in cast detail has a corresponding transaction history in credit card detail. Look at this. This works as a primary join primary join key. Okay. So the relationship is what allows Power BI to build a clean data model and cross filter between transaction behavior and customer demographics. So we have created the table. Now we have to load data from the CSV file to the SQL database. Okay. So for that, what were we doing? Let me complete it now. So for that, what we have to do? So let me write it. Copy, copy, CC detail. So CC detail is this table name. Copy CC detail from from. So for that, we have to add the path where the file is located. That is the where the CSV file is located. So here the CSV file is located. So here is the credit card CSV. So we have to create and copy as path. Okay, we are doing this copy as path. Now we have to paste the path here. Okay. So here we use delimiter as comma. Okay. So here is CSV to the folder. So let me get the data from the CSV file. So look at this. It is showing query returned successfully. So copy 10,108 rows in the CC detail table. At the same way, let me copy this query, paste this query. So it is the CC detail. Now next is the cast detail. So what do you mean with cast detail? Is the customer data source. Okay. So let me complete it. So here is the so so here we have completed as copy as path, and here we have paste it. So let me run this. So look at this. This is there also the data that is 10,108 rows. is being inserted into the table cast detail, that is from the CSV file, that is customer.csv file. Okay. Mhm. Now, just a minute. Let me see the file. So let me see the file. Okay. So for that we are, let me run. Here we are. So let me run this. So look at this. All the data has been saved into this table. Look at this. This is the column name. Okay, we are getting the column name. So this is the column name, and these are the data. These are the data from we get from the credit card .csv file to CC detail. Okay, the same way we can say we can verify the data entered into cost details. So this is the customer data. Okay, so that means we have completed the data data uploading in the SQL database. Here I am using PostgreSQL I'm using. Many on use MySQL. The same way, more or less the same way, we can upload the dataset to from CSV to the SQL database. Okay, so let me go to Power BI. Now we have now the next step is we have to go to Power BI and we have to connect the SQL database to the Power BI. So here we are seeing we have seen that we have created the database, we have created the CC detail, we have import data set into the tables. Okay, now we have to import it into the Power BI. So to get the dashboard, to complete the dashboard in the Power BI, we have to get the data. So where from where we can get the data? It's from the SQL server. So we have to connect the SQL server, right? So for that, let me connect that. Okay. We have to open the Power BI desktop. We have to go to the create data. In that, we have to go to the PostgreSQL database because we are using PostgreSQL for this query. Then we have to click on connect. Now in server we have to type localhost from where we are going getting the localhost, and I would let me I would show you that database is CCDB, that is credit card database. So click on OK for that. Okay, now it is connecting, and there is two table, public CC detail, public cost detail. We have to select both of them, and now we have to click on load. So if we click on load, it will show the data here. So let it load. Okay, both of them has been loaded. So let me show where I get the local host. So for that we have to create in this PostgreSQL 18. We have to go into the properties, and then after that we have to go connection, and there is now here it is written as host name or address, and that's where it said that local host. Okay, so from that we are getting the local host. So it's completed. Now here is the data, that is public credit card, that is credit card details, and here is the customer details. So in credit card table there are total 18 columns. So let me explain each of important one of them. Like client num shows the unique customer ID of the client. It shows the unique customer ID of the client. Next is card category. Card category is like here is the card category. Card category is like blue, silver, gold, and gold or platinum. Next is annual fee and activation. Next is annual fee and activation. It is the annual fees and it is the activation. It shows within 30 days, that is activation from that is the card activated from after, if the card activated is within 30 days, like that. Annual fees is the annual fees of the card. Next is the week number. Next is the week number. This is the week number. And after that there is a quarter, like this is the quarter. So this is required for time based reporting. Week number and quarter is required for the time based reporting. We're going to create a weekly dashboard. So for weekly dashboard, week num is very, very important, and obviously we need the week start date also. Okay, now in there is also credit limit, total revolving balance, transaction balance. So there is total revolving balance, there is total transaction amount, there is total transaction count. Okay, so that's the different type of column. Here it is also there is public customer details like card owner, client name, contact, customer satisfaction, customer age, like that. Okay, so first we have to this is how we load the dataset into the Power BI. Importing the data, I performed a high level data quality check. So verifying, so you have to first, after importing the data, we have to first actually verify. Actually, we have to verify in the SQL database. Here we have to verify actually, so that there is no null values. Okay, so there is no null values. So there is no null values, no duplicate client records, and correct data types across all columns. So since the data was pre-cleaned before ingestion into the, here we have cleaned it beforehand before ingestion into the SQL. So there is no major transformations were needed at this stage. Currently, I'm not doing this because I have done this earlier before, and I have done this. Okay. So the real value add come from the DAX, that is we would perform the DAX queries. Okay, so that's it. Create the dashboard. For that we have to select, first of all, let me click this. We have to select dashboard. First of all, we have to write the name of the dashboard. Let me select the font size. Let it be 18. Okay, and it is Arial black. Okay, let me write this. Okay, so it is the credit card. Just a minute. Arial black. So it is the credit card. It is credit card transaction report. And this is credit card transaction report. Okay, let me make it bold. So, oops. So this is the credit card transaction report. We have written the name. So this is the text box. We have written the name of the report. That is credit card transaction report. For that, we have to use this public CC detail. So the first graph or we are creating is customer income versus revenue. Okay. We have to perform now both the data has been loaded uh, into the Power BI. So we are so the next step is to enrich the data model using DAX. Okay. Now let me create a new column. That is I have checked the data earlier, and I've said that I have checked the data earlier, and there are no null values and no duplicate values. Okay, so the first column I have to create in customer details is to customer detail. We have to create a new column, that is age group. Why we need the age group? Because If we go to the customer age, there is various types of age is present. So if we go to visualization and would like to do some mapping, like customer age is like in y-axis, and let's say income is in x-axis. So you get this, right? So look at this. It's a band. It shows just a band of something. So to best represent it, we have to create a group, that is age group. That is because there is a present of every 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Every group of people, every age group of people is present here. So for that, we have to create um, in age group so that it is shown very decently. So for that, we have to create a new column in customer details. So for that, we have to click on public cast details. We have to go new column, and in new column, we have to create a new column age group. Okay. So let me write this. Age group is equal to switch. Now we have to enter, don't enter, click enter in the here. We have to click shift enter. Okay. So first it has asked to write expression. So what we say? So for expression we write true. That is, if this is true, if this query should be true, then it will be created. So true. So first is public. Just a minute. Just a minute. Public public cast detail. Let me some public cast detail. This is the table name. So public cast detail. To complete it. After that, to enter customer age, customer age. Okay, and if it is less than 30, if it is less than 30, we will so it is 20 to 30 because there are people between 20 to 30 and complete it. Okay, so complete it. Now next shift enter. We have to just copy this value one, result one. Okay, just a minute. Just copy this. Control C. Here Control V. So customer age is first is 30. Now next is greater than 30, greater than or equal to 30, greater than or equal to 30, and less than 40. Okay, and so we'll use the end operator and just a minute. And less than 40. So if so it say that is the age group 30 to 40. Okay, next. In the same way, public customer details, if it's greater than or equal to 40, so here it is 40, here it is 50. Okay, now next is control B, less than, greater than, uh, just wait, 40 to 50, it is a control C to write control V, public cast detail code in 40 and less than 50, less than 50, so it is 40 to 50. Okay, 40 to 50. And as a public 40 to 50, it is greater than or equal to 50, and less than 60. So it is 50 to 60. Okay. So if it is 50 to 60, then 50 to 60 group. And from above 60, we have to let's copy this, paste this, let it is greater than 60. Okay. Is 60 plus. If there is any other, then we have to say um, others. For more than that, we have to say others. If there is anything greater than this, or if nothing falls in this age group, we have to say others. Okay. So others. Now we have to complete the packet. So that's it. Let's actually we have created uh, one, two, three, four, five group of people of different age group. The people having age less than 30, we are grouping them in 20 to 30. The people having age greater than 30, less than 40, we are going to 30 to 40. Greater than 40, less than 50 is 40 to 50. Greater than 50, less than 60 is 50 to 60. And greater than 60 is 60 plus. Okay. So that's it. We have completed a new column, that is age group. We have created a new group, new column, that is income group. So the customer details. So if the person has the income less than 35,000, we are grouping them in low category. If it is greater than 35,000, less than 70,000, we are grouping them in mid category. If it is greater than 70,000, so we would categorize it as high. And if nothing falls in this group, so we'll categorize as unknown. Okay. So it falls into the income group. Now next is CC detail. Next is we are creating two new measurement. First is the current week measurement. Why current week revenue? Why we have created the current week revenue? And next one is the previous week revenue. So why we have created both of them? Because we have to compare a week on week basis. So how much revenue is increased or decreased week on a week basis? That's why we have to create the new measurement, two new measurements, that is current week revenue and previous week revenue. So I have written this beforehand. So this is the previous week revenue. Calculate. We are using the function calculate. So sum revenues, sum filter all from all. We have to do this -1. Why we have done this -1? Because we have to check for the previous week revenue. Okay. So if we go is the table view, then we will get this. Estimate previous week revenue. So here are the two insights, new measurements we have drawn. We have also created two new column, that is revenue. Here is the revenue. We also created it is the sum of annual fees plus total transaction amount plus interest earned. So this is the total revenue. And the next one is the week number two. It is just to measure the week number. That is week started. From week started, we have to get the week number. So that's it. So let's start to prepare that report. So first we have written the name of the report, that is credit card transaction report. So for that we have to now we have to hold four cards. So what are the cards? So first one is the So it will show four cards. Why the card is required? It is to show the KPIs, that is key performance indicators. So first KPI we would like to use is total total revenue. So for that, yeah, there. So it is the total revenue. So here it is shown in two decimal. We have to correct the value to one decimal. Okay. So correct it up to one decimal. Number one. Number two is we have to category level, and for that we have to general properties. Okay, properties title. So start approach is the name of the title, that is sum of revenue. So we have to change it to, so this is the sum of revenue. Okay. So we are currently we- so it is actually total revenue, right? So we have to write it in this total revenue. Okay. So we are writing it as total revenue. So here is the text color. So also created two new column, that is revenue. Here is the revenue. We also created it is the sum of annual fees plus total transaction amount plus interest earned. So this is the total revenue. And the next one is the week number two. It is just to measure the week number. That is week started. From week started, we have to get the week number. So that's it. Let me create the transaction credit card transaction report. Uh, from the SQL database, we have taken the dataset from SQL database, and let me create the first report, that is the transaction report. So first, let me create the KPIs. So we'll use card for showing the KPIs. So for that, choose the card. First KPI we would take is revenue. There is a sum of revenue. So let me complete this. So color value. So let me do this sum of revenue. So general, do title. So this is revenue. Okay, let me do this middle. So this is the first KPI we are attaching here. So it is Control C, Control V. So the next KPI we are going to take is it is the total transaction amount. Total transaction total transaction amount. Okay, and for that we are going to use not sum of revenue. This would be total transaction amount would be. Next is total transaction amount. Next is total interest. Total interest. So for that we are going to take interest funds. Okay. Next, first the same. Let me Control C, Control V. That is copy paste. Next, we are going to see the KPI, that is total transaction count. Okay. So for that, we are total transaction count. We are entering the value. Total transaction count. So this is the KPIs. So these are the KPIs. Okay. Now next is we're going to take a tree map to show the card category. So this is the tree map. We're going to use it. So for card category against revenue. We are going to take the card category. So we are going to use slicer for that. So here it is, the slicer, and for that we are going to use the card category. Now for this, go to slicer. We have to use like, okay. Then go to slicer data. Here it is, okay, card category. Data take. Next is values. Values is in font color. Background. Let's see, the background shows the background and the font color is white. Mm, so is okay. So here we are using slicer for card category, and the title text. So here we got the name card category. So here is the card category. The next figure we are going to take is uh, next figure we are going to take is some chart. Okay. So for that we are taking the next is revenue by customer job. So for that, let me create revenue by customer job. So we are using y-axis revenue customer. So here we get the customer job versus the revenue. So let me change the title. Um, so this is the revenue by customer jobs. So this is the revenue by customer job. Okay. Next, we are going to create in a similar way. Next is revenue by customer job. So next we have to create the revenue by customer job. Let me change the title. Revenue by customer job. Let me change the customer job. So here it is revenue by customer job. Okay. Next we have to add revenue by education. Let me see revenue by education. So this is revenue by education. Okay. Next we have to write revenue by card type. Card type that is blue, silver, gold, platinum like this. Change it as per revenue by card type. So I have changed this four. We have created the four ones. Next, revenue by customer job, revenue by expenditure type. Okay, revenue by education, revenue by card type. Now let me create one other slicer that is week by week start date. Okay, so here it is the week start date. Change it. Sorry. So we have changed this to week start date. So let me change its background, but the values white background to blue. Okay, so that's it. Now next we have to add one more tree map, more slicer. So on basis of gender. So on basis of gender, we're going to slicer setting, here the style. Okay, so that's it. It's another parameter. Next, we have to create a table on the basis of the card category, transaction sum of revenue, how much revenue is earned, total transaction amount, how much revenue is earned, total transaction amount, sum of interest earned. Okay, so let me do create a table. Let me add the columns. So first we would add the card category. So I would go here and add card category. Next we have to create the sum of revenue. Next I have to create revenue. Next I have to create add total transaction amount, sum of total transaction amount. So here is the total transaction amount. And the next is the total transaction, total interest earned. So total interest earned. Okay. So here we have created the table, created the table. So let me make minimal. So like this. So here we go. Click. So we have created this table. Next, we required another slicer on the basis of quarter. That is how much income has been generated in which quarter. So for this, we have a new slicer. Just wait. Create from a new slicer. We need quarter. That all the quarter here. So, the values background. We can do another. Let me show another stuff for this. So do it more easily. So for that, let me click on this gender. Let go to the format printer and apply the same settings here. Look at this. So go to the title, sorry, header icons, go to the wizard, slicer header, quarter. So here it is, we have written the quarter. Okay. So these are the insights. These are various chart, bar chart, various slicers we have added to get the insights from the data set. Okay, so let me first design the dashboard. It's not designed yet. So for that, we have to add one image also. Let me add an image for this. Let me go to the so then we have added just a minute. So we have added the image here. So let me design the dashboard first. So let me complete this. So here it is. Go to the visual border. Let me on this visual border. So rounded corner to Let's go to format center, apply all of this, the same setting, apply all of them, this, the same setting. Okay. So these are the total interest earned, total transaction amount, revenue. Let me design the dashboard. Sales values, make it bold. Yeah. So let us same setting everywhere else. Same setting. So this to we have to have the same height and width. 237 by 362. Okay. So, same goes here. Mm, Just okay. So this is the total table. So we have designed the credit card transaction report, that is the first report. So here we have let's create the next report, that is credit card customer report. So for that we have created a text box. In text box we have taken the 24. So here let me write credit card customer report. So this is credit card customer report. The earlier one is the credit card transaction report. Credit card transaction report. Here it is credit card customer report. Change. Let me change the name. This is a customer. Okay. So let me complete this. So now we have to take the similar KPIs here. So for that, we copy the KPIs here. So, so we'll select this. So C, paste it here, Control V. So we need revenue, that is revenue. We need total transaction amount. We need income amount, total transaction income amount we need. So for that, we have to add income of people from. So next is the total. Here we would not take total transaction. Here we would take the customer satisfaction score (CSS). Okay. So take the customer satisfaction score. Let me create this. Cut it. So for that we have to the customer satisfaction score. So it is the CSS. It's not sum. It's the average. And to we can get the decimal. So let me. Okay. So these are the four KPIs we have added in the customer report, credit card customer report. Okay. Okay. Now let me add the card category here. Let me click on Control C, click on Control V. So sync here. We have to add several other parameter also, comparison also. So let me complete it is. We paste this. So here we would add uh, the revenue by income, that is income group. Okay. So for that we'll add the income group here. So this is the revenue by income group. Let me change the name. Revenue by income. Here it is revenue by age group. So let me create this revenue by age group. Revenue by age group, for age group we have to add the customer age group here. Not storage, it's we add the customer age group. Assignment, that is age group. So here the customer age group. Okay. Next we have to add revenue by customer job. Okay, so for that customer job, here we title customer job. So revenue by customer job. Okay. And the next one we have to add the revenue by states. Just control C. We go here, control V. So then revenue by states. Here it is showing various states. So we have to just take the first top five states. So for that we have to apply the filter here, and we would have to apply the filter on basis of revenue. Okay. So we have to select the top five state by the is revenue. Like filter. Look at this. We have just get it. We have just get the top five states by revenue. Okay. So we have to change the revenue by customer. It's revenue by states. Revenue by states. That's the top five. Okay. Next is revenue by education. So that's it. Now we have to check on number of card owner on the basis of number of card owner. So we have created. Okay, so whether there are two. So client number y-axis and card owner whether it is. So let me change it. Number of card owner. Now, so it is number of card owner. Okay. let it be here. So revenue by marital status. So that's it. So it is completed. Now we have to change the uh, parameter on the basis of male and female. Okay. So for that we have to add legend as basis of gender and change the color. This should not be so this look. Okay. So this is the male and female color. We could just copy my printer, apply this to this also. Legend, this is on gender. We also we have to this is gender. This and this is gender. This and this is gender. This like that. This okay. It's completed now. Next. This like this. Apply this. Apply this. Apply this. Apply this. Okay. So these are the number of card owner. There's the revenue by education. So we have completed this credit card customer report. Now let me add a table with also in this dashboard. For that, go to the table like this. Side of the data table. In this table, we are going to add uh, four things. That is the first is the customer job. There is customer job. We have to create customer job. Next, we have to get the sum of revenue. That is sum of revenue. Next, we have to create the sum of income. And the next we have to create the sum of interest earned. So the sum of interest earned is now let me add one more thing into this, and then I would design the dashboard. So let me add something that is revenue by week. So for this we are doing some chart. So for this we are taking some chart. So it is revenue by week. Okay, so on y-axis we need revenue, on x-axis we need week num2 or week start date, sorry, week start date. But we don't need water here. Just to we see the things. To add legend. We don't need like this column type. So say quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. We will change it to week num2 here. So okay, this is by week by week. We are getting now. Still changing. Okay, week by week we are getting. So for this, let me add something different. Just a minute. Start date. Uh, column legend is wait the quarter actually. So go to where exercise So we need quarter by quarter basis, right? So we get on week basis. So we get the number on week basis. The gender column legend. So let me change the title first. So revenue by week and gender. So I have added the gender. Uh, so this is the revenue by week and gender. Actually, it is showing just on basis of male. Okay, so the same file has been taken. So let me change the color. showing. It's not showing the. Let me delete this first. It's something weird. On x-axis, we have to add week start date, and on y-axis, we need revenue, right? Revenue. So how we take the legend? Let me know. So okay. So this is let me go to the by revenue by week and gender. Okay. So week and gender. It's a revenue by week and gender. So text color is here. Header icon. Let me click on the tool. Data format. Visual. Focus on legend. Legend. The column. Column color. It's a male. This. It's a female. This. So so we have completed the comparison charts here. Now I have to design that as well. So for that, let me choose background first. With the browser, we go to PPT web. Let me So 39% is the. Let me design the dashboard first. So just a minute. So 37 by 378. Okay. So we get the same amount. We can also get the date. If I go here, we can also get the date. So let me design the dashboard first. So, hi everyone. Actually, I have created customer transaction report, and from that, I have created the customer CC customer report. So, for that, I have copied the key performance indicator, that is revenue, total transaction amount, and income amount from the previous report from here by doing Control C and paste it here, that is Control V. I have added CSS, that is customer satisfaction score, on average. Obviously on average these are the sum, but it is an average. Okay, I have also got the slicer, that is card category, from the earlier report. And again, I have just get this bar chart from the earlier report and then modified it, and I have just generated its revenue by income, revenue by states. Here I got the top 5 states. How I get this? By applying filter over this state. Okay, let me show all the top five. Okay, so these are also revenue by education. This is revenue by week and gender, and revenue by customer job, revenue by age group. All of them, all of the bar chart here are sorted by male and female. That is legend. As a legend, we have added gender. Okay, and so that's it. Let me design the dashboard. Actually, I have created, but the recording has been stopped there. Uh, so I have created this chart. Let me design the dashboard now. Okay, so we have designed the credit card customer report dashboard. So that's it. We have completed it. Now let me save it. Control S. So let me also create the week on week percentage change. I've just forgot. I created. Let me create week on week percentage change. So for that, let me go to the data. I've created two measurement, that is previous two new column, that is previous week and current week. Okay. Sorry, two measurement. So we have created two measurement, current week and previous week in public CC detail. Now we have to use, why we have created this, because we have to use this for week on week percentage change. So let me do this. So how can I measure this? Let me click on new measure. So let me name it week on week revenue change. So shift enter, we have to enter divide. First is current week revenue minus previous week revenue. Okay, current week revenue minus previous week revenue. So let me enter shift enter, divided by. So look at this, it's a numerator. We have added the numerator. Now next is the denominator. Here denominator is the previous week revenue. So previous week revenue, and if there is nothing, just apply. Okay, it. Let me complete this. Well, let me click enter, and we get a new measurement, that is week on week revenue. Okay, so week on week revenue change percentage. So let's see this. So created table. So what is the table? Table contains the week number 2 sum of revenue, current week revenue, percentage change. That's we have to add. So for this we have to choose first week num. Week num. Next we have to choose. So week, no need to choose week num. It's week num 2. No need is alright. So don't summarize it. Okay. After that we need sum of revenue. After that I need sum of revenue. After that we need current week. After that we need uh, previous week. After that we need the new measurement we have done is the week on week revenue. So, okay, so this is the, actually this is the uh, revenue. This is the table we'd like to do this. This is to check the, just a minute. Let me change it to anymore. Okay, so look at this. First is the week number. Next is the sum of revenue. Next is current week revenue. It's previous week revenue. Week on week revenue change. So it's the current week revenue. Its previous year revenue is like this. Changes minus 0.02. It's increasing. Let me change this. Like this. So look at this. Current week revenue, and then it's increasing. So 0.02% increases. It increases 0.09%. It is increasing minus 0.07%. It is increasing minus 0.01%. So this is the change. We have created this table for to get this change. Okay. So now yeah, this this instrument, this Let me here this one, paste this. Now we have created the dashboard. We have designed the dashboard. That is, we have designed the dashboard. That is transaction report, first report, and next is the credit card customer report. Now we have created also the page one of this. Now we have to also let me show something else. That is, as it is a weekly report, that is it shows week by week. That is, if I choose this week, it will show week transaction of this week. Okay, so if so here total week has been added up to 24th December. So if we go to if we have to know, if we add new data into uh, this database, look how it will get updated. So for that, let me show you something else. Let me show you. So here is the project, actually the project. So here is two additional file, that is CC additional file, that is credit card additional file, and here is the customer additional file. So here is the additional data. So here is the additional data introduced. So here it is the additional data. Look at the date from uh, so look, the date is from 31st December. Okay, the date is from 31st December. So let me add the data and look how it is updated. Automatically it will get updated. Okay, so for that we are going to this SQL database, and let me also add the additional data here. So in here, new project, CC additional, uh, copy as path. It's a CC. Control V. Okay. So here it is Control V. So let me run this. Okay. So copy 185 database here. Let me show you. So total row. Look at this. Total row 10,293. That means the database is being is updated. Now next we have to add the customer details. So we are creating this, adding copy as path. So here also it is being completed. Look at this, 10,293 rows here. So total it is being updated. Okay. Now let me filter out here. Let me go here and do the refresh. Look, look, the revenue has been changed. That is 57 million. Total transaction amount changed 46 million. So, so each and every week, if we enter the data into the data set, it will automatically get updated. Same goes for the credit card customer report. And that's how we have created Power BI project to show the credit card customer report that updated automatically week on week basis, because the data set already will be provided automatically by the pipeline we would set. Okay, let's end this project. And so we have generated CC customer report and CC transaction report, that is the overall transaction report and overall credit card report. So from this dashboard we have generated some insight.
And the insights are as follows. That is, become week change, revenue increased by 29%, total transaction amount and count increased by 3.5 and 4%. Last week changed, customer count also increased. Overall, year to date, his overall revenue is 57 million, total interest is 8 million, total transaction amount is 46 million. Male customers are contributing more in revenue, 31 million, than female customers, that is 26 million. Blue and silver credit card are contributing to 93% of overall transactions, and the states, that is Texas, New York, and CA, is contributing to 68%. So that's the project insights we have generated from the this project dashboards, these reports. So with this, we come to the end of this project. Thank you.